Mother's Day is on Sunday. Saturday is Manny Pacquiao versus Sugar Shane Mosley. May Day immigration rally, plus the death of the most hated, most hunted man in the whole world, Osama bin Laden. That and more as Kababay in LA starts right now. Weekend it was. So many things going on all at the same time. It is already the 5th month of the year 2011. Napakarami pong mga pangyayari. Today on the show, we're going to be talking about some of them. Deep Gold, of course, is still showing at the Majestic Press Theater. We're going to be giving you some of the highlights and the sidelights today on the show. Pero bago ang lahat, ang pinakamalaking balita, ang pagkamatay ni Osama bin Laden. Himayin po natin yan sa ating mga balita. Ronnie Ligo, Editor-in-Chief of Midweek and Weekend Balita. Now people are asking, Ronnie, what were you doing and where were you when it was announced that Osama bin Laden was killed?
Oh, no. Last night, like so many of our kababayans, I was watching the news last night and then yun na nga, nag-flash na sinasabi nga raw na si Osama bin Laden was killed, At inantay natin ang pahayag ng ating presidente sa Amerika, si Presidente Barack Obama, na kung saan he confirmed the death of Osama bin Laden in a special military operations doon sa loob ng Pakistan.
Okay, Ronnie, ano ang kinalaman ng Pilipinas dito? Bakit naka-alerto ang Pilipinas bunga ng pagkamatay ni Osama bin Laden?
Alam mo, siguro isang halimbawa na lang, yung kapatid ng aking kaibigan, isang Pilipino. Marami tayong mga kababayan sa New York na nagtatrabaho dyan sa World Trade Center. Isa na dyan si Cynthia Wilson. She was on the 79th floor, nung nangyari ang 9/11 World Trade Center attack. She was on the 79th floor, isa siyang receptionist doon. She was only able to call an uncle to say goodbye, and she was one of those more than 3,000 who were killed by these attacks.
Okay, at bakit naman naka-alerto ang Pilipinas?
Oo, kasi alam naman natin na isa sa mga terror cells ng Osama bin Laden faction, yung tinatawag na Abu Sayyaf, sa ating bayan, sa Pilipinas, especially in the Mindanao area, ay very active yan. Marami silang ginawang kidnappings, maraming mga terrorist actions na ginawa yung Abu Sayyaf na yan. At alam naman natin na iba pang mga tie-in nila with Jemaah Islamiyah doon sa Indonesia ay pumupunta yan hanggang sa ating bayan. So, yun ang ating binabantayan yan. At any rate, sinasabi ni President Benigno Aquino na lahat sila ngayon ay naka-red alert just in case retaliatory attacks are being planned by this terror group.
Right, and it's not just in the Philippines, it's all over. Earlier, we just had a press conference dito sa city of Los Angeles na marami ring population dito at they're saying that it might also be a target. Ronnie, aside from retaliatory, a lot of people are saying na hindi pa rin daw ito ang end of terrorism as we know it.
Oh yeah, kasi nga kung malalaman natin, kung papakinggan natin ang news kagabi at kanina, ang sinasabi ng report na yan si Osama bin Laden the only way, his only communication to the world was through his couriers. So wala siyang internet, wala siyang telepono. So hindi na natin alam kung talaga nakapagbigay siya ng order. Ibig sabihin yan, the terror cells of that Al-Qaeda group ay gumagana sila kahit na wala siguro silang order na nakukuha directly from Osama bin Laden. He just became a figurehead of Al-Qaeda.
Right, and definitely, of course, May 1st was the announcement of the death of Osama bin Laden. This was big news, took center stage, took all the headlines all over the world. But Ronnie, every May 1st, which was yesterday, May 1st, meron pang isang malaking balita para naman sa atin dito sa Amerika, and that is the May Day rally. It is a rally for immigration. Can you tell us about that?
Oo, International Workers Day rally yan, na nangyari dito sa Los Angeles, Sabi nila mga 30,000 daw silang mga nag-rally. Alam mo, itong immigration natin, maalala natin, like last week only, President Obama held talks with dating governor ng California, si Schwarzenegger, New York Mayor Mike Bloomberg. Gusto nilang malaman kung ano ba ang pwede nating gawin sa immigration problem dito sa ating bayan. At nag-rally nga sila dito sa downtown Los Angeles. Itong mga kasama rito ang ating mga kababayan, sumasama at nakikisapi sa paglalaban ng mga pro-immigration rights. Kasi alam naman natin, marami rin tayong mga kababayan dito, especially in Los Angeles and the whole California and probably the whole of the United United States na nangangailangan din ng solusyon because of their immigration status.
Ronnie, that happens every year. Lumalago ba every year? At may nangyayari ba every year because of that rally?
Well, of course, hindi natin makukumpara sa mga nangyari ng mga a few years ago, no, nung si mismong President Bush gusto rin niyang magkaroon ng immigration reform. It happened in Chicago, it happened in New York and in Los Angeles, of course, the biggest immigration rallies that occurred in the United States. However, of course, alam naman natin mabigat ang problema natin ngayon because in the United States, there are a lot of Americans who are out of work at kung bibigyan natin ng pathway to citizenship or a permanent residency itong mga illegal immigrants, 12 to 20 million under their estimate, mahirapan tayo kung talagang papasayang panukala na yan.
On the other hand, Ronnie, a lot of illegal immigrants naman are working anyway, so might as well tax them. That's additional fund, a source of income para naman sa federal, di ba?
That's true. Pero alam mo kasi marami rin na mga impact yan sa education and health. Mas maganda nga talaga sana kung maging legal na sila para they can come out of the shadows, magkaroon sila ng talagang legal taxing system kasi lahat naman yun nagbabayad niya ng tax through sales tax or other forms of fees na ipapataw sa kanila. So mas maganda kung maging legal sila and they can also help the economy as far as they're concerned, especially mga Asians, marami magagaling dyan, kahit naman mga Hispanics dito, marami makakontribute sa local economy and the whole United States as well.
Alright, thank you so much for sharing those stories with us. Alam ko mas marami pang mga news and features sa Midweek and Weekend Balita, also online, Ronnie.
Of course, ang aming pong website, www.balita.com. Dumalo po kayo dyan. Miya't-miya po yan ay aming ina-update.
Alright, thank you so much, Ronnie Ligo, Editor-in-Chief of Midweek and Weekend Balita. More power to you.
Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
And like what Ronnie said, www.balita.com. Ako po ay meron ding weekly column dyan sa balita.com. So please catch that. It's www.balita.com. Magbabalik po ang Kababayan LA. Don't go away.